Hello, I'm Zach. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Zach.
Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to be of service and do this. I failed public speaking classes at my college attempts about 6 times. So being up here and doing this is really a testament to how this program works, that I'd willingly come up and talk to anyone for any length of time. My sobriety date's 11/4/23, so a little over a year and a half now. I've been drink free a little longer than that. First month or so, I was doing the California sober thing, but when I finally got my first sponsor, he was like, "Yeah, that doesn't really count. We're gonna reset your sobriety date and start this thing over." And so November 3rd is my sobriety. My first fall time getting drunk was in middle school. My sister threw a house party. She was in high school and she'd just feed me drinks. And I enjoyed them. I had probably 10 Smirnoff Ices. I don't know how I drank that much in middle school, but they were nice and they kept getting nicer. And, I'd come out and I sort of stumbled, and her older, beautiful friends were like, "Oh my God, Zach," and gave me hugs. And I was like, wow, alcohol gives me attention from beautiful older women. This is great. And so that was my first knock on the thing, that alcohol was the answer. And then a guy gave me a Jack and Coke, and I downed that. And then all the guys were like, "Whoa, this kid's a savage." And I'm like, wow. And the guys think I'm cool too. So that was another little tick in the win column. And then later that year, I was sneaking alcohol from my mom's cabinet with my friends. We'd go out and meet these girls late at night, drink a little bit, and I got my first kiss, also drunk. So I'm like, man, alcohol is the answer to everything I need. And then I went through middle school, high school, mainly a pothead, but drinking on the weekends. I actually had an open house for most of high school because my mom got sick and she was in and out of the hospital. And that was pretty scary. Didn't know how to really deal with it or talk about it, but I had an open house. And, high school kids love having open houses. So I would have beer pong every night. I would have smoke sessions every day. And it was a lot easier to numb it than deal with anything. And I just sort of kept on with that for 20 years. Started getting really bad when my mom passed away. I moved in with my aunt, upgraded to better substances, and she was actually in the program. She has like 40 something years, so I wasn't fooling her, but she was letting me grieve in my own way. But eventually she was like, "You need to move out," and moved in with some people, coworkers. Still a drunken mess. Ended up peeing in our laundry or our recycling bin, blackout drunk. Didn't know that happened. Kind of called my roommate on bullshit because it didn't. I'm like, that wasn't me. I don't remember that, but definitely was. Blacked out in karaoke bars. Had to be carried out, like completely unresponsive. Scared my roommate to death. She thought I was dead because I just would not respond to anything. But I still didn't have a drinking problem. I was just sad and, very depressed. But for some reason, they wanted to move to Seattle, and they asked me if I wanted to go with them, and I did. And came up here, still drank every day. And I was at the state fair getting really drunk with one of my coworkers, and she just asked me, "How is it going?" And I broke down. I'm like, "My roommates hate me. Everyone hates me. I'm just gonna give them my stuff and go kill myself." She was like, My therapist says I should go to AA. Do you want to go with me?" And that's how I started coming in here. Um, that saved my life because I really had given up at that point, and I hadn't said it out loud, but I was on track to ending my life and just giving up. But when I came in to AA, met everyone. Well, didn't meet everyone. I was high, but they were all having a good time telling stories about way harder times than anything I had to deal with, and gave me hope to, maybe move past my depression. And after a year, or a year and a half, I guess, and working the steps and taking suggestions, I am able to stand up here in front of you guys now, terrified, but doing it. And, I haven't drank in a long time. And I would never have, I just would have never been able to do anything close to this. And all I had to do was show up, sit down, follow instructions, and every day got a little bit easier. And the steps weren't easy, but they're not meant to be. It's supposed to challenge what I found the norm and make me change myself at a fundamental level. So it did break me a little bit, but I'm glad where I am today. What else is there? God, I really have nothing else. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach.